Hello, Saltire here, and welcome to my second ever Let's Play. This is 4th Age Total War, Dominion of Men 3.1, and I'll be playing as Kingdom of Dale. This is played on the Barbarian Invasion EXE, and you need it patched to 1.6 to be able to play it. Now I'm going to be playing as the Kingdom of Dale, which is a managed campaign. The non-managed campaigns are Dwarvens and Elvens, as you can see here. This is what the 3.1 patch was about. So I go into the managed campaign, and we'll go in. I'm playing as Dale, like I said. Now I've spoken to, I've had dialogue with rather, a couple of developers of this mod. And although I want to play on huge unit size and play on the hardest difficulties, they said that the way it's balanced, it was recommended to play on the recommended levels, as you see here. So as it would cause problems, and especially with the AI apparently, and it could turn out to be quite disastrous, in the words of MasterofNone, one of the developers. So you know, obviously I'll listen to them. They made the mod, and I have to say, from what I've looked at so far, you know, this is really a fantastic mod. It's never been something that appealed to me that much, to be honest with you. You know, Middle Earth and, you know, Lord of the Rings and whatnot. I mean, I watched some parts of it with my son, because he sort of watched it. He's like 12 years old at the time, you know. So and I've read the books when I was a youngster myself. I was about 13, 14, and I read The Hobbit. Oh, I was about 11. I didn't really understand it quite that well. I remember asking my teacher to sort of help me get through it. I couldn't get to grips with it. And same with Lord of the Rings. I mean, that was quite you know, it was quite complex to understand as well at that age, and in fact I'm not even sure I understand it now, well, what I can remember of it. But anyway, this looks really exciting. It's got me on the go, so I thought something different. It's on a Barbarian Invasion EXE, you know, so that's fine. I'm going to have a go at it, and hopefully I'll do okay. But you know, anybody that wants to give any advice or anything, suggestions, tips, you know, then by all means do so in the comment section. As long as there's nothing derogatory or abusive, that's fine. I'll respond to anybody that puts anything ill in. But don't think for a minute I can't give out shit myself. I don't take it from nobody. So keep it cool. Thanks very much, and I'll get on with the mod now. So I've got the recommended settings done. Play it on large, bull roaring difficulty, which is like hard, and decidedly tookish, which is like medium. I'll have a little read through this thing about Dale here. I'll just scroll it slowly, and then you can sort of like pause it and read it at your own leisure. Campaign map. I'm really impressed with what I've looked at so far, and like I said, you know, I'm quite excited about playing it. I've always been more sort of like a Legions type of warfare man, you know, Rome, medieval, whatever, you know. And again, I'll leave you to read this yourselves, because I've already read it. You can always pause and have a look through. Same with this. Okay, now I'm not going to pretend to know what I'm doing, because I don't. But I'll just go in, I'll play it cautiously, whereas normally in Rome Total War and other war games, I sort of taking an aggressive stance most of the stuff that I do. you know, not extra fast or anything, but you know, a steady pace. But in this one, I'll just take my time a little bit, and like I said, I've got quite a lot to learn about it. I mean, I've already looked up on some things on the TWC, that's the Total War Centre, and there's been some valuable things in there that at least they'll help me get me started. There's a particular thread that's been put up by one of the developers. His name's CountMRVHS, and it grabbed my imagination just reading what he'd put up there. It's yeah, it's pretty good what he's done. So you know, kudos to that man for doing that, because you'll find it very helpful. Right, like my capital, like I say, he told me about this scroll here, which sort of gives you an insight to what it's all about, what to look at and stuff. And I get the impression from what I've read in here that we're one of the goodies, so to speak, and things like the cultures here, like ways of the West, ways of darkness, and ways of the shadow, tell you that, because these are like religions, if you like, and anything that's got dark or shadow about it, you know, is badass. So, but if we have a quick look at this guy here, King of the Dale, and he's got, you know, a good profile there. But the important one is here is Patron of the West, which tells you that obviously that your faction has to follow the ways of the West, and we are going to be fighting against the other two. That's quite simple, I know, but I think that's the way it is. Okay, so first thing I want to do is let's sort out my taxes. And these look as if homelands, and they can be quite high, or very high in this case, which is what I'm going to do. It's pretty obvious this is the main centre, a bit of most advanced city, with it being the capital. So what to build first? And I would say definitely this, because I think I'm going to be pitched into battle pretty soon. This takes 6 turns to develop, and troop wise, now this is a crikey, look at that, axe and a sword, and is obviously an archer with a name like Black Arrow. So a little quick read through this. Range 180 yards. He obviously don't throw his axe that far, does he? No. I'll let you read this yourself. I'm just very quickly reading through it, skimming through it to get an idea of what. Here we are. The company of the Black Arrow comprises of veterans who have spent decades training with a longbow. If the company is destroyed in battle, it will not be possible to raise a new one. A fresh? Oh, really? What does that? Wonder if that does that mean that I just have one unit of that, and the unit may be retrained at the King's Barracks? So is the capital of Dale the only place that have a King's Barracks then? Well, we'll find that out later on. Obviously I won't know that until we're many turns into the campaign. But that'd be a shame if we can only get one unit of them, because they look, could be very useful units. I mean, I know from what I've read that bowmen are sort of like the staple diet of this faction. They're quite a powerful unit. And I read about these as well. I believe black spears are quite a... But obviously we're going to come up against pretty tough opposition, so we're going to need things like these, but at what rate can we... How soon can we get them, and at what rate... Oh, here we are here. Black spears. 1200 Mirian. Oh, Mirian's a currency, right? Got that. A scout. Emissaries, that's your diplomats, I take it. Scouts, a spy. Have we got any of those? Have a quick look. We've got an emissary. Okay, where is he? Okay. So let's go back in. And get ourselves a couple of spies. And we'll get free. And a decent little bit of army there. Who are these? Militia. They look like they're garrison. 640. What are these ones? The watch. So they'll be your sort of light, maybe, or standard unit type. So they're sort of like backup flankers. No, hold your line maybe. Cannon fodder even. These are cheap. So we're going to want a couple of these. We've got one there, so we better get maybe 3 of them. Longbowmen of Dale. Now, barding longbowmen. So what are these? These are obviously much more effective. Oh, we've got to have a couple of them then. The bowmen are one of the important units and part of their tactics and strategy and warfare. Better get them. So I'm going to assume that if you can only get one of these black arrows, that they're going to be sort of like a, I don't know, like a general unit type thing, or a commanding unit, or elite unit. Okay, so we'll go over that anyway. Now cavalry. Dale mounted watch. More skill for the many militia troops. Light cavalry outriders. And what about the other guys? Riders of Dale. Okay, we'll have one of them. Alright, so we'll get a little army set. Well, actually, no, we need the spies. I want the spies. But I can actually do the army and then have them two afterwards, but one to start with. Right, that's that sorted. Now Eorl. Now let's see, I'm trying on that. What have I done there? Oh, let's set your deal. Eorl. Alignment conversion, alright. Let's see that for getting them this. I should really have read all this before I started playing. I didn't. When I did a little playthrough, I just took a random faction, and I actually played with Rohan for about 15 or 20, just to look at how quick they travel, what they're like in battle, and it's not too different from this, but these are a little bit different from your, I don't know, Rome Total War, Medieval Total War. It looks a slightly different type of building tree, different roster. Homeland Dimension. Oh no, I've seen all this and get this with Roma Surrectum 3 and or Roma Surrectum 2. Well, any Roma Surrectum and EB, and I think you get it with Rome Total Realism as well. Realism 7. So, alright, console to R, right. Now this will be like regional focus that you get in Roma Surrectum, so yeah, so obviously I think we need to get that first to see what direction where government's going to be going. Okay, we'll move on to, who's next? Framsburg. What are these like? Well, oh, crikey, it's surrounded by these mountains that we can't get through. Who's that there? That's the orc, Wilderland orcs. Neutral. Do we fight with these? Are these... Yeah, we must do. I know. Alright, I'll find the significance of all these factions. There's Dwarvens. And they're allies already. Who's these guys in Elven? They're neutral. So I dare say we're pretty safe from elves and dwarfs and orcs and mountains. So Framburg is pretty stuck in his corner here. A little bit isolated. Unless... Can anybody get through this gap? I don't know. Anyway, takes taxes up to very high. We'll let that go for 1 turn. Consultation, right? And decide, do we need any troops? What we got? 1 cavalry. Woodman speed. Who are these? Man, they're decent. So, what's the chances of this being attacked then? It's down here. Langwake. That's like rebels then, so they're not going to be too. Maybe these might turn on us. City of Renown. What's that about? Elven settlement. How are they different? Okay, I need to keep an eye on that. And then I think, what's this? Men of Celebrant. Independent, another rebel faction. Eorl. And these potential alright, and we better right, we'll get another unit of spears and another unit of archers. Okay, and then at least we've got a defensive force of sorts should they get attacked. Okay, what do I do the taxes in here? Normal. Okay, well they look as if they can all go up to very high. I'll just be careful what I'm doing. Who's next? Eorl. This urban 8 seasons, 13,000 Myriad. And it's obviously important, but how much do we need it? Alright, I'll find out more as I'm going along. Consultation. And then we can decide. It will decide with government, and then maybe the government decide whether we need this or not. Right, I'll find that out again as I'm going along. And you know, once in between, you know, when I finish this and start my second, I'll always do research on it a little bit more. Like I say, on that TWC forum, there's quite a lot there. And I've noticed a guy called The Wise Coffin is a YouTuber. He's got something about it as well, so I'll check him out too. Okay, and does he need any? Are we going to get attacked from? Oh, look at this. Oh no, we're going to bring an army out, I think. He's obviously going to... Are they going to besiege this and take it? Or try and take it? Can I get men? Yeah, alright, we'll check that out once we've got a spy. High income. Alright, you can go to very high. Okay, let's have a look in this fort and see what he's got there. Well, we can't recruit anything then. Can't do anything in here. Except put the taxes up maybe? Yeah? Oh yeah, it does. Okay. And we've got 2 units of Barding militia. You're not going to do a lot, I know. Crikey. Now then, if we get an army down to attack, what's this? Gorkal. Alright, this is yeah, I read about this as well. This is North Run, who seem to be going to be our initial enemy. Now, have they got any other settlements? Is that it? It can't just be that one, can it? Dwarvens. Crikey. Darwinian, alright. 1, 2. Rovanian. Alright, so at least we've got potential on our doorstep. Now, do we want alliances with these to begin with? Because of... surely if they've only got one settlement, they can't have that much of an army. Well, I won't take nothing for granted. I'll assume they'll spam more units in there. Well, these 2 units won't stop them, so we're going to have to do something about that. What's he got in here? Dale Mounted Watch, Captain. Dale Mounted Watch. Dale Watch. Barding Longbowman. Militia. I'll leave him there, maybe take him out to attack. Okay. No, I don't. Oh, look, we get a spy from there. Cut back. And we'll get some more. I like my cavalry, but they don't look that great. Well, maybe have I got one already? Yeah, maybe forget that. I think we'll go for Aradan Militia, Dale Watch. I think these guys, the Black Spears, are going to be the core of our armies, by the looks of it. And Barding Longbowmen, they don't look as if they'll be like just light bowmen, like just a nuisance. They won't really kill much probably. These guys look to kill us. Alright. Let's get another one of them signed up. No, 2, yeah. Okay, that looks okay. We'll use our generals, nobles, lords, whatever they are, as our cavalry. This is a little ploy I used in Roma Surrectum 3. Using generals for heavy cavalry. Some people might call it an exploit. I call it using my brains. Longbowman lodge. So we don't need all this. I don't think. Dale Mounted Watch. We've got that one there. We've got one in here as well. We don't need all these.
Orders, Captain.
What have we got in this one? Crikey. Unless he'll need them, he'll need them. So, let me think again now. So instead of hiring them there, why don't we send
Sir. Orders.
him and him
Out of move, sir.
up there?
Onward.
That leaves him with 2 Dale Watch. Now they could be useful to us. Barding
Captain.
Militia. Can we hire a Barding Militia here? No, we can't. Right, sorry this is taking so long, folks. I should really have done this, had a look at this before I started.
Captain.
Right, well, we'll send him up there.
Onward.
I'm
Move,
pretty
stick
sure we're
with
not
it,
going to
sir.
need too much
Forward.
down
Moves depleted,
in
sir.
these were homeland settlements. Barding Longbowmen, we don't need all these either, but we'll use them for garrisons, so we'll keep them in tow for now. Okay, so we can bring
Captain. Sir. Yes.
them out.
Onward.
Leave them in. Bring
Sir! 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 Orders! Orders!
them out.
Move out!
Alright, we're okay.
Sir! Move out!
Okay, we'll do it that way. Thing is, we don't know how strong these guys are. Alright, no axemen. 14 attack. 25 total defense, so they're going to be decently useful. Until we see what else we got. And we'll just, more barding roll, Jesus Christ. Right. Barding militia, Dale
Yes,
watch.
Captain!
Dale mounted watch. Dale mounted watch. Right, we'll take him over here.
March! No more moves, sir!
Captain,
Take both of them out.
Onward! Merging armies. Out of moves, sir. Orders?
And we'll bring him down to join with there. Okay, he's quite happy. He'll be alright.
Yes,
Just to
Captain!
make sure I don't get along. Send him in. Right, that's all that done. Now, where was that? Okay, burn. One of those. Let's just stay on. Hold on a sec. And let's get them happy. And that's it, I believe. Is that all my settlements? 7. Oh, so the fort counts as a... Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and Framberg. Excuse me, that's 7. Alright.
awaiting your
Right,
command.
emissary. Now, what do we want to do? Do we want to... What was that I said? We had... let's go there first.
Speak with them at once.
See what
Out
they've
of
got to
moves.
offer. Right, on to the next turn.
We're received! Ready to Wambat!
Oh well, no surprise there then. Okay, now, what's the name of this river then? I don't tell you. I don't know the names of any rivers, mountain ranges, nothing. And although I don't fully roleplay, but I still like to know a certain amount of things. Now, oh yeah, what's this? These are little books, and that was it. Yeah, I remember reading about this as well. Flowing from the Iron Hills to the river running, the red water is about 2, so it's called the red, is this called the red water then? Okay, we'll see about that.
Sir,
You can reach there, let's deal with them
speak with
first.
them at once.
Should we go for an alliance with them, or is that going to make us look weak? No, we're giving them a chance not to get slaughtered. Yeah, you're too kind, Soul. You're far too kind. There we go, and we'll just ask for money. No, we bloody well won't. I bet they'll refuse. Better not ask him for too much, he might not be too rich. Take it about 800. Let's see what they say. Our friendship must first be proven. Oh, stuff you bastards, you're dead. Disrespect me like that, how dare you? Right then, where are we?
Orders?
So... Tell me what's...
Captain,
Orders? Sir! 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 Leaving the army! Forward! Out of moves, sir!
Captain,
Sir! 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 Leaving the army! March!
Captain, Captain,
Just like things to be tidy. I'm sure there's other people who relate to that.
Orders?
Captain.
March! Move out! Orders?
Captain.
Sir! Sir! Onward!
I can't move any further. Oh, what a bummer.
Captain.
Well, you can go in the front end.
Captain.
Leaving the army! Onward! Combining troops! Sir! Sir!
Captain.
Okay,
Orders?
and going to need some more archers, I think.
Yes, Captain! Orders? Orders?
So we'll have you,
Move out!
and then we'll send.
Orders?
Oh no, we've got, yeah.
Forward!
There we are. 5 units of archers. No,
Captain.
maybe not. We'll send one back in. Yeah.
Leaving the army!
4 will be enough, I think.
Sir!
Okay, so we're rocking and rolling here.
Orders?
Next turn in a minute. Okay, don't need that. Recruitment report, right, sorted. Project report, alright. So let's see where this takes us now then. So major province. Do we build that first? Christ, not at 21 thou we don't. No, I think, what's this? Financial policy. Military, oh right, so I think we'll have these two as a military. Core military. River, horses, that'd be good for cavalry then, wouldn't it? So should I do that as a military? I'm not that bored about cavalry because I'll use generals for that. I've got enough in a minute anyway. I think I'm going to go finance on this one because it's on a river, farmland, horses. Ooh. Would that mean it gives us ships as well then if it's a forward post? No, we'll go there close enough. We'll go Edo. Same with them. Farmland. Yeah. Let's build, making money, cities those two. We've got enough with these two there. City of Dale, alright, Esgaroth. Yeah, we'll make that. What's that? Timberbolt? No, I don't need that. I don't have to worry about that, I don't think. It's like, but we'll build that because we want good military units from both of these to serve us. Heorth, or financial one, that one. Cranberg. I'll go military because that we can use that as maybe if we decide to come this side of these mountains. It's not that far to travel from here to there, but it doesn't looks like we have to go all the way around this forest. Alright, military for them, and plus it'll give them better units to defend up there anyway.
Captain.
March! Moves depleted, sir! Sir! Onward! Sir! Forward!
Okay, and we're going to need you to,
Sir! Sir!
I think,
Yes, Captain! Sir!
eventually.
March! Moves depleted, sir!
He's fine. They've besieged us, we can't move here.
Sir! Orders?
Okay. Have I missed anything? Next time. Oh, blinking heck, we're not going to reach there, are we? To defend that fort. Have they got siege equipment? Oh, damn. They'll attack that next turn then. Can't reach them. Oh yeah, I can.
Sir!
He can. Oh, that's a shitter.
Orders.
I need them cavalry. Can we do a hammer and anvil with these? I don't think so. What's that? Right.
Sir. Yes, Captain. Forward. Orders.
They can't blinking reach there, so see they're just going with these guys. I want to try and give you a battle before I finish this.
Sir.
We take him out with just heavy cav. Dragon Slayer, what a name. Oh yes. Charge bonus of 25, I don't know how strong that's going to be. So the generals have all got these heavy cavalry called Dragon Slayers. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Alright, to hell with it. I'm not going to risk losing a lot of cavalry. I've got a feeling.
Engage the enemy.
I've just got a feeling. I didn't really want to risk a lot, but let's just hold off, see what happens.
Orders.
Captain.
Forward. Moves depleted, sir. Yes, Captain.
Alright, now then. Burn. Must have fuels in there. Right, now then, what's the next thing? Control post, don't need that. Land clearance maybe? 6,000. Trader 3,000. Construction charter. Challenge from the captains of the call when they gather up into use. Oh, that's a must. Challenge? Yeah. No arguments there. Look as if it gives us anything. Whole of drinking now, we don't want any drunks. Herbalist. Alright, bung him in there and see what happens on this turn. Coming of age. Bane of Eastwood. Incompetent incompetent commander. Well, you're a lot of friggin' good, aren't you? Alright, cavalry unit. Where is he? And heareth. Crikey, is he far enough away? Alright, chump. Let's get you down to join here eventually.
March! Move out!
And yeah, we're ticking over nicely by the looks of that. On, what's going on? Can't withdraw. Oh well, we're going to fight them so that you get a battle, because I must have been on here nearly a good hour now. Oh, what's that blacking out causing? What's that? I usually get that. Right, we'll just try and take out as many of these as possible, and then, you know, I mean, there's nothing there, it's just a fort. I suppose you use it to patrol your borders. Any speech? No speech? Well, I can understand. It's like medieval too. Alright, if anybody knows how to get this speech here, let me know, please. you go. Oh, is that it? Phew, cheaps. Alright then. Alright. How did he get down off? How did he get down off the wall? There's no... How did he get down off the wall then? Well, did he just jump? What's that about? Alright, well, no doubt we'll find out.
Spearmen! March! Units! Units! Guard positions!
We'll speed it up a bit. How did he get down off that wall then? That's got to be baffling. I'm just going to sort of like morph through the woodwork or something.
Stop me! We're under attack!
I'm going to win this battle, but let's see if we maybe kill 100 of them.
The walls are no longer ours! The enemy have taken them!
Units! Units! Attack! Hurry! Hurry!
I'll give you a little close-up, people. Killed 15% and they killed one of them and killed 8 victims. Well, it's just walking through on Alright. Hold on. Axemen have run. We killed 9%. Jeepers creepers, man. You're hoping hell. I wonder if we'll do any better on the... It's not even a square, is it? So it won't count. Sorry about a little bit jumpy because unfortunately I suffered some nerve damage and down my left hand side and affects my left hand on the keyboard. I get like a million little electric shocks and fingers. Well, quite often actually, sometimes I can't do movement between my fingers so I have to use my cursor to get around. So I hope I didn't put you off by jumping. Sometimes I just overstretch with the cursor. They get thumped here. Let's run them back to here and see if it makes any difference. We killed 12%, God. That's a joke, innit? 1750, just speed it up, it's all done. Killed 4 units, ah, they'll pay. Don't worry boys, they'll pay. We killed 66. Ah well. What's this? Why is this blacking out like this? Don't usually do this during my games. I wonder if it's because it's mod folder maybe, I don't know. Okay then folks, we lost that little battle there unfortunately, but it was never going to end any other way. So we'll besiege them now, and no doubt No doubt we'll get attacked.
Orders? Prepare for battle! Besieging settlements, sir!
We'll use that. No, we can't get down off them walls, can we? That's mental. Alright, we'll do it that way.
Settlement under siege, sir! Orders? Forward! Out of move, sir! Forward!
Emissary Kingdom of Darwinian. Alright, oh yeah, I forgot about it.
Can I be of service?
Okay. Right. I'm trying them again.
Speak with them at once.
All from trade rights, map information. Your words of value. Oh, you shouldn't change your bloody tune, didn't you? Alright, let's get down here and try a slot down here. Where was that other one?
Without delay.
And
Yes, Master. On my way. Moves depleted, sir.
Yes, Captain!
and that'll do for now. Alright, sorry it's been just a touch sort of like stop start. I'm really just trying to find my feet here and find my way around, and I'll try and pick up a bit more before the next Let's Play. Thanks very much for watching. Bye now.